So I really hope that my heater isn't too much of a distraction, but I do have it on because it's evening time now, and so it's really cold, and I can't like push through, it's too cold. So remember when I did my first video of my nails video? So I'm doing the fill on here, and I'm also going to show you what the nails look like if you just put a clear coat on top. So to start off, I'm going to remove my last polish from my last set, and all I'm doing is I'm taking my e-file and I'm pretty much pushing it against the nail polish, because even though this is a regular nail polish, I do have a gel top coat. So you can either just remove the gel top coat and then go in with nail polish remover, but I just figured since I'm already here, might as well just file it all off. Now the reason why I'm okay with doing this is because it's literally just filing off the top layer. So it's filing off the gel top coat and the nail polish, and then I'm touching gel. So I'm not really touching my regular nail bed, and that's why I'm cool with like removing nail polish this way. Now if it was my regular nail, I would buff off the top and then use, you know, nail polish remover or pure acetone. I don't mind using pure acetone. Sorry, I'm just getting over a cold. So now I'm just filing and buffing the nail down, and usually I would do this step before buffing it down, but I didn't. So here I'm taking these little cuticle nippers and I'm going to take it alongside the edges of my nail. This is usually where lifting happens, if it is going to happen. So I like to go in any parts that are like loose or have started to lift, I go ahead and just remove that. So I take the pointy end and try to like get up under there and then just peel it off. That may not be the proper way. I am not a professional nail tech. This is just how I do it. And a lot of the times when I would go get my nails done, that's what my nail technicians were doing with my acrylics anyways. So now I'm just filing the edges so that it is a smooth transition from my natural nail bed to the poly gel. And once that's done, I'm going to continue on and do the same to the other fingers, removing nail polish and, you know, the little stones that I put on my nails and any dead skin or dead nails, I guess. I'm going to remove that. This part is so satisfying in my opinion. Like, I absolutely love just peeling off the stones or peeling off any part that has started to lift. This is about 2.5 week work. 2.5 weeks worth of wear. Try to say that 3 times fast. So that's why, you know, they're looking pretty jacked up and pretty rough around the edges. But these were like my holiday nails. I wanted to do something that was a little less conventional. Didn't want to do like the bright red. And my next set, like, I've really been into like the natural nudes and the pink nudes, so that's why I did that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and speed through this and do the other hand off camera. So that's what we're gonna do. So this hand is already done. It is filed down, cut. I did my fill and I covered it with the clear top coat, and this is just with straight poly gel. So there's no regular nail polish or gel nail polish on here. There's literally just the poly gel and the poly gel top coat. So like I said before, I'm using natural pink. I really like this shade because it is very close to my nail bed shade. So I can add it pretty sheer on the back and then just build it up towards my free edge. Here I'm using my Duo Forms by Makartt and my Emily base and top coat. So to start off, I'm going to prime my nails using my Quick Dip nail primer. This is for dip powder, but it works just the same with my poly gel. So I'm taking my Duo Forms and I'm adding like the smallest bit to the Duo Form, and let me show you, even that is actually quite a bit. Like, it's more than I need. I don't need a lot of poly gel at all for these fills, and I really like that about these nail polishes because they are so easily accessible and easy to fill. So I don't know if you noticed, I have one nail missing, so I do have to put a little bit more in that one. So I'm doing like a fill plus a repair. which, come on, like think about it, gel polish, what would that run you if you went to the nail salon, right? This actually cost me nothing because I've already invested in the set, which was $45, and then I ended up turning around like months later, because I've had this set for like almost 2 years now. Like it's about a year and a half going on 2 years, and I have used this just to add a little bit of strength to my regular nails, as well as, you know, like a poly gel set. I've also been using it for fills, so I do poly gel fills instead of, you know, taking it off or doing anything else. So I actually really believe in this investment. I also bought the full-size bottles. I have it in natural pink and clear. So now that I've done my prepping, I'm going to go ahead and do my primer and then use my base, my Emily base coat gel polish. And yes, I'm adding the primer only to my natural nail bed, any part that would be developing some type of oil. And I'm doing the same with the base gel. If there is anything extra left on the brush, I don't mind bringing it down all the way to the tips of my nails. It doesn't really make a difference. Poly gel adheres just fine to poly gel, and you know, so you don't have to worry about that. So right here, I'm taking it where you see it's just at the end, and I'm going to push the base of the duoform into the base of my nail bed, and then at the tip of the duoform, I'm going to slowly bring it down so that that product can spread out. It'll go into the areas that are bare, and it'll connect to the part that is already there and pretty much fix the structure of my nail. So that's what's going on here. Once I've done that, I'm taking a little bit of alcohol, cleaning up the corners, the edges, and then I'm pressing down just to make sure that it's on there nice and tight and snug, and then I'm going to cure it for 1 minute. Once that is done, I'm going to do my favorite part, which is pop off the duoform. So I like to twist back and forth, and it usually just pops off with like 1 or 2 twists. Now you're gonna have like a little like divot, I guess, from the new poly gel and the old poly gel, and that's perfectly fine because you're going to buff that out. So now I'm just going to do the rest of my nails with the same process, and once I'm done with that, then I will take my e-file and my nail buffer, and I will buff that out. So as you can see, my middle finger, I'm doing an entire nail over because that's one that broke. So now I'm just placing that on my nail, and I'm going to have to shear out the free edge, and I'm going to have to add more product to that nail, more so than any of the others. But since this is more of a fill, I can do multiple nails at a time, or I prefer to do multiple nails at a time because it's just the I guess the base of my nail that I'm adding poly gel to. So now I'm just popping these off, and this one in the middle is my entire nail, so I had to do this one from the beginning. And as you can see, it's a little sheer, so I am going to add a little bit of poly gel to the underside, take a little bit of alcohol and spread it out so that it's nice and even and it looks like the rest of the nails. I just want this to, be a nice smooth transition. Once I have popped those off, I'm going to move on to filing. I will be using my e-file to help get rid of a lot of the, I don't know what to call it. It's like a divot. It's like a bump in your nail. So, and it's not like a huge bump, it's very small. It's just, there's like a line. So I'm using my e-file to get rid of that. And once I've done that, just to make sure that it's nice and smooth, I'm going to go in with my nail file. I believe my nail file is a 150-200 bit, and 200 grit. And mine's is filthy. I need a new one. And I'm going to go ahead and start buffing my nails because I do want them to be nice and smooth so that when I add the clear polish, they look good. So right here I am, cutting my nail down because like I said, I had to redo that middle nail and pop, yeah. And I want it to be, you know, in the right shape, so I need to bring that down a little. I don't want my nails too long, even though if you look at my nails right now, they are super duper long. And I kind of need them to, you know, be a little bit shorter. But my next nail video, I'm going to change the shape of my nails, so I'll show you how I do that. So we're just filing, buffing, and shaping the nails at this point. And because the polygel process was so much faster, because I'm just doing a fill for the most part, this part went by really fast. So now that all my nails are filed and shaped the way I want them, I'm going to add my top coat. Now, it wasn't that fast. So I'm just taking the Emilie top coat, and this is a no wipe top coat, which I prefer because as soon as you take it out of the UV or LED light, it's ready to go. I'm almost out of this one, which is why I'm like twisting the top, because it's time for a new bottle. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this top coat to all of my nails, and I'm adding a nice thick layer because I do like for it to be pretty and shiny and have a nice glossy look. Make sure you get the free edge. And I'm putting these in the UV lamp for about a minute to 2 minutes, just because I want it to cure all the way through. And as you can see, it's really close to my nail bed color, which is why I liked this, this shade of the poly gel so much. It's really close to my nail bed, and I feel like it's a really nice natural pink. Now, once my nails have completely cured, it's time to add moisturizer. I'm adding this Sally Hansen Vitamin E oil to my cuticles just because they took a little bit of a hit. And it just, honestly, like if you look, it really helps bring everything together. It's like, okay, get rid of all that dust, add some moisture back to your cuticles, and it looks like you went to the nail salon. I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn, but yeah. I also like to take lotion because my hands just took a beating, and I like to moisturize my hands. And that completes this nail tutorial. Yes, guys, wasn't that fast and easy? I hope you all enjoyed this tutorial. Please make sure to like, share, subscribe to my channel. And until our next nail video, bye guys.